Hello, everyone. I'm back. Anyway, I hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. And um, sorry, I was doing something. I was told to put this up, and I hope it helps. But anyway, as the title, I hope Who Needs It helps you, to look at everything better. Anyway, I'm just going to get into it. I don't know how long this will be. Probably not that long. Before I get started, I have to, do something. So I might not be on for a little bit. Not sure. But you never know. Every time I'm told, I won't be on, I get another message. But anyway, I'm just explaining here what I went through, what I saw, and what I was around and saw. But anyway, oh yeah, okay, whatever. And I also, was told what I have to do. Never mind. They want me to say it, but I'm not. Anyway, I'm going to just get into it. Like I said, I don't know why I have to bring this up, but what I hear and what I see that God wants me, to say and put up, then I listen. Some of it is what I said in my other videos, but a little bit different. So here it goes. This is the old me. And whoever thinks that they can bring me back to there is very mistaken. And will know they messed with the wrong one by trying just like now. Of what you're getting back. Anyway, this is what was around, what others did, what I went through, what I saw, what some of what others went through. I always told myself I will not follow what I saw or was around. I was around and saw a lot. I heard a lot. Then I also didn't know about any of it or what could happen, unless I heard about it and saw what could happen. I was always, as the saying goes, put in the corner, as to be quiet. I saw drinkers, abusers, I went through that. Cheaters. You know, after a while, I learned what was around and I heard all lies, told wrong meanings of whatever. Um, you know, started teaching me, when I was little, when ones were around, or if I was around anybody, how to pronounce words, and much more. I already said all that. But when I got older, I started to realize a lot, but not fully. The thing is that, I started drinking at 15. Probably before that, but even when I said I wouldn't. But anyway, what I drank was straight, pure 151 and Jack Daniels. I did that until I was 17. Then I stopped. When I turned to 18, that was when when it was legal to drink. So I drank wine for a little bit, like maybe a few times. But I couldn't drink it. So I went back to 151, scotch, whiskey. Well, I know that's whiskey, but, the mixed drinks, iced teas, that iced tea one, which I didn't really know that it was a drink. I thought it was an actual iced tea. Just put it this way, it was hysterical. But anyway, rum and cokes. Anyway, at one point, I found out why I couldn't drink wine. And it's because of it was store-bought. They use, a lot of stuff to preserve it, which I was allergic to it. And also, it wasn't homemade like ours. Yes, we made homemade wine, which I'll do again. Anyway, I noticed and was told to lie, but within some cases, it was true. But anyway, I noticed all and every time I did drink, I did get sick with no hangovers. Even when it was only when I took a sip. So, I was always told, oh yeah, you get sick, because it's a hangover. I never had hangovers, ever. Thank God. But anyway. Well, at that time I was working. And when I went into work, I didn't notice anything. I got, washed. At that time I didn't wear makeup. I got ready, everything, and went to work. I wouldn't have known that I was allergic to alcohol if my boss didn't, have a medic who at that time came in, the right moment, who was a customer. They checked me out and they sent me to the doctor. And that's when I found out that I was allergic to alcohol. Anyway, and I stopped in time, because it was building up, what is that called? Alcohol poisoning or whatever. Anyway, but the whole time, God did hear what I said, about that I didn't want to do any of that and etc. But he was also warning me every single time that something was wrong and I needed to stop and get checked out. I ignored it. That's when I fully paid attention. Oh, yeah, and plus, I found out later that somebody, every time I went out, I counted on the bartender to, keep an eye on my drink. Well, no. A few times somebody put something in it. But anyway, the whole time I did notice, how ones acted, when drinking, which I said I wouldn't. Act that way, which I didn't. And you know how when people drink, it could be either, they want to start arguments or, they start, using you as a punching bag, stuff like that. Now, apparently, I was funny. And then I would just go to sleep. But anyway, I never did things like that, even though I did say I wouldn't drink, but I did. Reason is I didn't realize I was drinking, because apparently I started with 151, which is, pure 180 proof of alcohol, like moonshine. With the drugs that I saw, I saw what happens and, what ones do, how some didn't care about others, especially if they had something and they didn't care who they gave it to. Yeah. One of them tried that, thought it was funny. Oh, I took care of that. But anyway, being abused, I noticed it, didn't matter if you said anything or what you said for them to hit for no reason. Didn't matter if you were abused verbally, which, I was told, you name it, whatever you think of. With all, I was forced by God to stop drinking. And when I did, I was also forced by him to see everything. I was forced to see the ones who blocked my gifts since a baby, and at times come back. It came back, and it didn't come back until I was 18 or 19. At that time, it was important. I had to tell somebody, but it had to be done in bits and pieces until they caught on. Then we made plans instead of just getting together first and then going from there. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, I saw by God everything. And I said about, what, like when I would speak to anybody, what I planned to do, how I would do whatever. And I was shown how I was blocked again, as I couldn't remember, I couldn't hear God or, be told how or when ones, would try anything, steal, take advantage, and much more. Yeah. I was also how I was around ones who love to gossip, cause drama, and much more. I was around mostly everything, but it didn't faze me because I also learned that too. Everything of how I learned and to notice everything. Like with ones tempting me to do drugs, drink again, be around people to verbally abuse, being blocked again. I don't know what it's called, but being in a state like not knowing, like you're just there watching everything pass and not realizing, but I still did what I had to do. Later on, I noticed it was just like everything was just passing by, not remembering, except what I said. I automatically knew what to do, what I had to do, what had to be done. Like, taking care of ones. I was working, got up to 3 jobs and whatever else I had to do. I also learned, you know, not taking breakups to heart because they weren't meant. I knew not to involve myself into anything like drama, listening to liars, you know, knowing if someone makes promises, if it's true or not. You know, I learned how to know people, you know, who's telling the truth, who's lying. I also learned, you know when someone who has been lying, been doing that for a long time, that, they should be an actor or an actress. Because, that they are good at fooling someone. So, sometimes it could be a little harder to, detect. But I do. I also learned, everything with ones who thought they were getting everything from me, blocking whatever, trying to make me ill or, sick, I'll say, getting hurt, even when I'm just standing. And then all of a sudden, feels like somebody pushed me or whatever. The only thing I can say, about that was being blocked. One of my other gifts appeared and brought out the ones that were blocked to strengthen them. And each time they were blocked, again, like I said, So when they would get blocked, they get more protected to beat whoever's trying anything. So, more of those ones, they get set up to get back in return by what God has planned for them, and to show them how I can be. And how I got through with everything since I was little. I already explained, I was already told when I was a baby, about, 2, something like that. Not only from, God, spirit, ancestors, even the underworld, I was told. But I'm not going to get into that because I already explained all that. But anyway, each day I prayed and asked for guidance. Every day I would pray to have me learn not to repeat what others tried to do, or, get me in the middle of anything. I asked, not to be cheated on again, stolen from, or, to have to start over again, and much more. I mean, I'm just saying some of it, but the conversations that I have with, God and whoever, which I'm not saying, are private. But I will say, for anyone to get through everything that couldn't handle all that, wouldn't be here. I also learned to stay out of everyone's business. Everyone does things how they can do whatever. That everyone, can't always do something others can, or the same way. But everything still gets done. Everyone raises their kids a certain way, and not like others. But everyone's, kids still grow up being respectful, knowing right from wrong, and etc. Meaning, people need to stay out of people's business. I also learned how to solve all negative and put it into positive. Because everything that was done to me, I changed it into positive. An example, I was always told to be quiet or shut up. Don't say anything. Well, I took that and say, nope, I will speak up when I have to. I mean, that's just a small example, but you get what I mean. Anything that, you're dealing with or whatever, change it into it, and, into positive. Hold on. I gotta go check to see who that is. Come here. No. No. You're done. What? How'd you get that grape? Go get that grape. Go get that grape. You love grapes? Yeah. Mama likes grapes too. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm just about done. But anyway, you turn all that negative that you've been told and lies or whatever into positive. Hold up. Go get your baby. Yeah. It's in your box. It's in your toy box. No. Go play with the guys. Go ahead, go play with the guys. You're done. You're done. Yeah, I know. I know. You want to go play with the kitty cat. You can't. Okay? Give me one second. You're done. Lay down. Anyway, I also learned to know what to believe and not to believe. And know what is BS, pure BS. Because I was around a lot of them. I know how women are and how men are. Oh yeah. And how both treat each other and much more. Everything I said, not only to guide, but how to learn to recognize a lot. I'm also saying to the ones who thinks they can mess with me or my family. And again, I'm not explaining what family is. They need to think again. They will face God and everyone in spirit, the underworld, ancestors, and accept not only them, but the ones here too. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. That's it. Good girl. Each time they all try anything, the list gets longer and longer. And I get stronger and stronger. The more they set themselves up, and more they will feel it. But now, all at once, not in little bits where, they're ignoring it, whatever. Like I said in the other videos, I didn't say everything, and I won't. I'll just say what I went through, with some that I went through. These ones, they thought I would tell everything about, whatever. This way, they think that they'll stop whatever they think I'm going to say. Well, it's not going to happen. Ever. Not in any lifetime. And not even this one. So, with everyone, you need to get the true you. To be who you are. And that is having faith. And continue to turn every negative into positive. To wipe out what people have told you. To bring you down. What? Yeah, right. Okay. Like I'm going to believe that. Okay, sure. Sorry. It was something. Anyway, the usual. Anyway, do not let everything pass by. Because you're only letting the ones get away with stuff. Like putting fear of whatever it may be. And, fear into, that word change. Come here. No, come here. Don't tell me no. Okay, are you done? Yeah, are you done? Okay, it's one thing every time that I try to do a video. No, you're not allowed in there. Don't even try. Thank you. Putting fear into you. That change is so painful. Here. No. No. Nope. All done. All done. All done. Come here. Come here. Can you be quiet for 2 seconds? How about 1 minute? I'm on the last page. Well, I got two more. Just chill. Okay? Chill. Just give me 1 second. The word change. That it's painful. Even though that, everyone should know, things change automatically every second, every day. I mean, they put fear, like, listening to you, it's not anything, Nobody wants to hear you, whatever. So you change it to, others do want to hear what I have to say, or something, they'll say, oh, no one will love you. You change it. Well, I love myself. There's someone out there that's meant and will love me. You can word it any way you want. I'm just giving you, some examples how you can change things. Like, some gets, you won't amount to anything. Yeah, you change it to, I will amount to everything. I will be successful. So, just stop and listen to, what you believe and in your faith. Because, put it this way, if you didn't make a difference and you have something to do, because like I said in my other videos and others have said it, everyone has a gift and a talent with whatever profession you choose, or what you're supposed to, do in your profession. So, like I said, if you get up every morning, that means that you are making a difference and you got this far. That no one or anyone, didn't think you would. By, whatever it may be, trying to drag you down because they refuse to, change and make themselves better. So they need to, do it with you, thinking, it depends on where or how much you accomplished or whatever, they think that they're going to catch up. And that's not how it works. Everyone has a different purpose. Everyone cannot be the same. But just remember, you wake up, you got this far. So don't stay where ones are putting you down. You are constantly hearing lies. And you know they're lies. But you always check out things. And I've been saying that. You always check it out. Do not let anyone control you to do something that is wrong and you know it. Do not let anyone put fear into you. Well, if you stay and, and do all kinds of threats and stuff like that, that's because they know that they can get one over you. Now, the thing is, you need to put that faith and the word of the Lord into you and start feeling the strength that He is giving you to finally stand up and say, no, go find somebody who will take your BS. I'm moving on to make myself better. Do not let them see fear in you. You have a plan or whatever. It depends on the case, or your situation, whatever. God will get people who threaten people for no reason or for any reason. And like I said in my other videos, you know how many times I was threatened? I mean, I didn't stay quiet because of, they put fear into me. I had to be quiet. And I cannot explain it. Maybe I did a little bit in my other video. That I had to wait a little bit before I spoke up. But anyway, you recognize all this, that, things don't feel right. And that you're not supposed to be treated like that or whatever. You recognize your faith that got you this far, then you can recognize how you got stuck by doing whatever. It could be addictions, you could be following, others, or you got, people, hounding you. Oh, try it. Oh, no, you won't get hooked, or whatever. Joining groups based on lies, whatever it may be. If you recognize all that, then guess what? You did get this far. Do not go back to all those problems. They're all in the past. And because you recognized it, you can move on. And you will know how to heal yourself and recognize it, whatever it may be. If you happen to come across it again, to say, you could stop right there, done it, not doing it again, and walk away. And if they didn't understand that, how they are, which everyone who does any of this knows exactly what they are doing. But, people who play drama and victim or whatever, how you would say it. Oh, it was her, it was them, it was him, or whatever. They did it, but they think that they're innocent and stuff like that. That they always wanted to be an actor or an actress. But they need to, put up, if they're not in the spotlight all the time, they need to do something, to show people their performance. Well, if I can fool everybody, I guess I'm getting good at it. I'll go apply to be an actress or an actor, whatever. Okay? Instead of doing real life things. And, if you want to be an actor or an actress or whatever, go do it. Instead of doing all this fake crap and involving innocent people. No. What are you doing? Don't do that, goofball. Anyway, like I said, if you recognize it, you'll recognize how you got stuck, by doing whatever, like I said. So if you recognize anything that is wrong, but also check. Also, you can heal yourself. You can let go of ones who are really not good for you, except getting you into whatever that you need to get yourself out of. You will know to get help, to learn how to heal yourself, like a doctor, God, or an ancestor that passed away, a loved one, one who you could trust. It depends on, the situation, like I said, which one to go to, but always go to God. you need to know you by knowing your body too. You know, how with different things that happens, you know, that will be your, intuition. It will be spirit, your spiritual team, that they're telling you something, what to notice for whatever questions, for the answers of the questions that you were asking. I mean, I'm not the only one who's been saying it, but if something isn't right, say you have to go somewhere, you will always, get a feeling, either delaying or whatever. Say, you ignored it, and it was something to protect you. Say you were going out, meeting up with friends, or just going alone. So you ignored it, and you started to go. You'll get another feeling, but you still ignore it. When you get to where you're going, you will get a major one. Especially, like say you're not familiar, with signs or how, and it takes a major one to prevent you from doing something. It's to protect you. The major sign, I'm just saying, it might be a sign like, like you've been punched in the stomach, or maybe all of a sudden you feel sick, all of a sudden you get a migraine, to, stop you, to tell you to go back home or go do something else, and telling you not to let the others who are with you, that's if, you are with someone, or if you're alone. But the thing is, when I say you need to learn your own body and how to recognize signs, I mean, if you're not used to it, whatever, believe me, you'll figure it out. They'll let you know. But anyway, but everyone is different. So you have to know, like I said, what you get or how you get them, the signs. Only you will know. But, if it is to protect and it's a setup or it's really dangerous in some way, and you kept ignoring it and all that, it will be like something like that, being punched in the stomach or somewhere. But you keep forgetting, that, say you keep forgetting something in your house. That means, to delay you for something, to miss something. Say there's an accident or whatever, and you're supposed to go that way, or telling you to go another way, to wherever. Something like that. Or, to let you know, like I said in my other video, say, there's traffic or whatever, but all of a sudden you thought, you know what, maybe if I get off of here, well, that was spirit or your spiritual team, God, whatever, telling you, yeah, get off. And maybe along the way, you'll spot something. Well, you were meant to go to that spot. Something might be there. I don't know. But other than that, like if it's, like really something that you shouldn't be at, another way you'll know. Closer you get, to wherever you have to go, you'll start feeling hot, feeling overwhelmed, or start feeling all of a sudden, you're nervous about something, you don't know what it is. You'll get, all kinds of ways and stuff like that. You need to feel and notice it. Say you were going somewhere and you did start feeling hot or overwhelmed or something like that, or nervous. Take that, this way you'll learn how they're giving you the signs. Just say, take that and go a different way or whatever, or go do something else, and then check into it. Like where you were going, to see if anything came up where you noticed it and that was a close call or something like that. And that's how you'll know what kind of signs you will get. Or if you're meeting somebody or whatever, you go somewhere else, pull off or whatever for a little bit, call that person to see if they are there, near there, and ask them, hey, is anything going on? And that's how you'll know what kind of signs each person, like I said, it will be different. And like I said, you'll get all kinds, change where you're going, or you need to see something, or there's traffic up ahead, Now, there's also, another way, say you're going somewhere and you always drive on this road or whatever, but all of a sudden you see animals, running across, little more than what you usually see. You know, animals running across the street or whatever. And then you go down a little bit, and then you see more. Well, that's another sign that, you need to go find out or go a different way or something's up. You need to, figure it out because like I said, everyone is different how people get their signs. Take and I said this in my other videos, take the ones that God chose, to give out the truth, messages. He gives each and every one of us, a different message to each of us. Unless it's really important and it needs to be stopped. Then all of us, will give out the same message, but if it also goes with the messages that we are giving out, he will give us more that goes with it. The extra, because we're not copying. It's really important for us to give out the messages. But he gives each and every one of us a little more that goes with the messages that we already have, that goes with that one message. I know that didn't sound right, but you get what I mean. I explained it the right way in my other video. But anyway. But like I said, and as I told you, the ones who God chose can handle what comes with it that others can't. But I also said everyone has a special gift that fits each person of what they do. And I said this in the beginning too. And also, I said it in the other videos. So if you don't remember what I said, about all that, go to that to hear the explanation. But like I said, everyone's different. But I do know that I am grateful to be chosen by God. And that I'm strong and I am a warrior, among other things. And that I got through everything. I'm also grateful, he chose me to handle what others couldn't. And helping him to get messages out. Helping others to guide them. And much more. And that's what he, with all of us, that, God chose to put out like I said, the truth, the messages, my brothers and sisters of, the light of Jesus. But anyway, I don't regret accepting I will always continue to do it. The only thing that I would change, you are so noisy. What was I saying? Oh, the only thing that I might change, and I did this lifetime, in the next lifetime, is waiting way too long and letting ones get away with whatever it may be. That will not happen in waiting. But I had to. No problem there. I enjoy every second. But anyway, I hope it helps. And I said, what the old me was. And I'm the new version that is way better. Anyway, like I said, I hope this helps. And like I said, I have something to do that well, yeah. So it depends. I don't know how long I'm going to be off. And but you know how that goes. Last time I was told that I had to be off. But I got another message, Hey, that's fine with me. More people that, I can help. It's fine with me. But anyway, sending lots of love, peace, light, positive thoughts all around the world. And I am so proud of every one of you. And thank you for being here. And just remember, we can do this. We will, and we are making a difference and better around the world. Great job, everyone. Keep going. Anyway, have a great week. And ciao.